Shabbat Shalom. This week we're reading the Torah portion of Pinchas, the story about a zealot. Although the Torah portion is named Pinchas, his story actually began at the end of last week's Torah portion. And last week we learned that after Bilam, the international prophet, tried to curse the Israelites, but instead blessed them with the words, Ma tovu ohalecha Yaakov, how good are your tents, O Jacob, a topic I talked about last week. So after Bilam tried to do that, he tried to curse them, but he was only able to praise them because that's all God would allow him to do. He apparently, after he left, or before he left, he told Balak, the guy who paid him, the king of the Moabites, he said to them, if you really want to get God to curse them, I can't do it, but you can do something that will cause God to be angry with them. And let me tell you what it is. You get all your young women to go out and seduce the young Israelite men. And God will be incensed by that. And there will be a terrible plague. So that's what happens at the end of last week's Torah portion. Although you don't know that Bilam was behind that, you just know that the events happened. And Pinchas, this zealot, took a big spear and killed two of the people who were engaged in that activity. One of them was a prince of Israel, and the other was a priestess of the Moabites. So that's where the story ended last week. And this week we pick up the conclusion, where we again tell the story of Pinchas, which is how the Torah portion gets its name. And here Pinchas is blessed by God with a blessing of peace, and the plague subsides, and everybody moves on. So what I'm going to talk about tomorrow morning is whether this act of zealotry was appropriate or not. I mean, after all, he just gets up and kills two people. No trial, no criminal proceedings. It seems to be an extrajudicial killing. And our sages were very concerned about that sort of thing, and we'll talk about why. So that'll be tomorrow's topic. Tonight, I'm going to talk about, amidst all the other tumultuous things that have been happening in this last month, something that some people may not have noticed is a semi-famous Jewish woman who is up in years, passed away. And I'm going to talk about her life and her teachings and how I encountered her one time. So we'll talk about that tonight. So please join us for Shabbat services, 6 o'clock tonight. And we're also having our happy hour before services at 5:15. So we can enjoy the end of the month together. Services then are 6 to 7. And in the morning, 9:30, we'll begin services and do Parshat Pinchas. By the way, if you wanted to know, the way we know that Bilam was the one who instigated this will come in next week's Torah portion. So stay tuned. And from now, we'll see you and hope to see you in Shul. Shabbat Shalom.